What up? I'm back. Dude, today is the 11th of August. Dude, I'm hyped right now, bro. I've been, dude, the sunset, though. Dude, it's so beautiful. It's red, and then it transitions all the way up into turquoise, and then all the way up into the blue. Dude, it's beautiful. My life is so fire, dude. I can't even imagine. Like, my past is nothing. Like, my past, like, I can't even picture it anymore. It's not even worth it. Like, my past is not worth it. Like, I'm moving into this future. Like, dude, I'm ready, bro. Like, the past is done. And, it's so done. It's done. I don't even want to say it's bad or good. Because it was neither. It was neither. It was none of those things. It just was. And, dude, as happy as I am right now and just giddy, like, I just got through painting one. The song's fire. And, dude, I'm hyped, bro. Like, the moon is pretty much a full moon. I know when I get done talking, like, whenever, I'm gonna have fun tonight. And, I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta cut some grass. I gotta do some other stuff. And, look at some windows. I don't care, man. It'll all work out in the end. Because I'm having fun today. I'm having fun right now. I'm loving life. The painting was fire. It's something crazy, dude. And the pictures do zero justice, man. Like, my stuff in person, this shit is fire. It's real. It's different. And it's mine, so I'm going to obviously say that. But I believe in it. I love it. I don't care if anybody else does or doesn't. I don't need validation from no one. That's the whole point of Cody. I don't need validation from a single human being in this world. Not a single one. I would like one person's attention. But other than that, I don't want anything. From nobody. Really? I mean, I don't need any validation, especially for what I'm doing. And that sounds conceited and cocky, but yeah, it is. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It's mine, and I like it. And that's the whole point of all of this. That's the point of this journey. That's the point of humans. It's number one, take the time to become confident in yourself and to do what makes you happy. And fuck everybody else. Like, literally. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to cuss them. You don't have to hurt them. But it just doesn't matter at the end of the day because they're dealing with their own lives. They're dealing with their own stuff. So you need to figure out a way to become happy, to have peace for yourself. Like, that's the whole point of me spending a year and a half trying to figure out who I am. My life is crazy, and it's so amazing. I got a sunset to the left that is just perfection. Perfection. And I'm sitting in my truck, and I have no idea what I did today, but I do at the same time. I just don't really care. I did meet a woman today, man. I was at a job. I flipped this house, and she came today, and she's like, dude, the inside looks amazing. I saw it online. I was like, yeah, I did all that work. And she was like, I want to buy it for my mom. And she thought I was Spanish, so she was speaking Spanish to me. I was like, nah, I don't speak Spanish. And then so me and her just started talking, man. And it's just like crazy. My life is so fun. It's so fun, but at the same time, like, she told me a story today about a woman who came over here from maybe Mexico. She's about 20 years old. She had twins. She was pregnant with twins. She got over here. She had zero money. No money. She goes to get help. The government gives her $6,000 for her kids. But she had to sign papers that when she had the baby that they were up for adoption. This young woman, this young human being, it doesn't matter where they're from, what color they are, it doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. She comes over, she has nothing. She don't even know how to feed herself. She don't know anything. She can't even speak English. She knows no one here. And the government, whoever does adoptions, gave her $6,000, $3,000 a piece. She could feed herself and house herself, but she had to sign over the papers to the kids as soon as they were born. It's disgusting, bro. Like, I'm mad about it. Like, I am mad. Like, I've been through adoption. I understand what it is. I understand it's double-sided. I've stood and stepped into my mom's perspective. Whether it's right or wrong, it doesn't matter. But even if she was the worst human being in the world, she had to give me up. She had to give away herself. And when I stepped into this woman, it's like she's over here in this new country. She don't know how to speak the language. She don't have any family, any friends, no job, no nothing. She goes to the government for help. This adoption agency, they give her $6,000, $3,000 a head for a human being, for a human life. It's effing disgusting. It's ridiculous. And I told that woman today, I said, $6,000, man. But now multiple people is going to be fucked up for the rest of their life. You got a mom who's going to be over here who always sees a price tag that she gave up her kids for $3,000 a pop. Just so she could survive and let them grow in her womb. So she could eat food so they could grow in her womb. And they said that she could have kept the kids if she had $6,000. So she would have to give the government back $6,000 so she could keep the kids. And then they said that she couldn't take the kids home because she didn't even have car seats. I'm like, this is the whole point of a lot of stuff where the government is just overreaching their bounds. Like, I get it, but there's a better way. There's always been a better way. And there's always a better way. Always. Sign me up. I'll fix all these fucking problems. And the first way to do it is to get rid of these dumb ass people at the top that don't understand anything. It's like wearing a tool belt. It's the same concept. They go into positions, these lifetime politicians that don't even know what the hell they're doing, and it doesn't even apply to them because they're in a different class of people where these rules do not apply. These rules do not apply. And all they see is money symbols on every individual human being. It's disgusting. It's trash, and there comes the anger. I said I had it under control, but I do have it under control because I like it. And it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. You got this blue-collar boy who's sitting here giving myself 125 freaking days, and I understand the world better than they do. I've lived both. But I understand that at the end of the day, we're all human beings. It doesn't matter. And we're not $3,000 a pop. And that doesn't, and she told me that those babies were given to a white family, which has nothing to do with anything. And I understand the concept of, yes, those kids are going to have a better materialistic life. But it doesn't mean they're going to have a better life. And that's the problem. We don't understand. People don't understand. Unless you was in my shoes when you was adopted, you do not fucking understand. You go through, I talked to another woman the other day who went through foster care. She emancipated herself at 16. She understands. She understands. It's not fucking easy. This is extremely difficult and hard. We make it because we're tough. And we have zero choices. And we all feel alone. And just because you get your kid some Nike shoes, it doesn't fucking matter. Who cares? Like, who cares? You guys don't. I get mad. Because that means nothing. I spent a year and a half trying to find love, and I found it in myself. And now I have to give the world that. I have to show the world that they're capable of that, and that this materialistic stuff means nothing. But I got to come up with a way to provide the basic care so people can have time to do that. So they can have food, shelter, and water, so they can take time to give themselves what they deserve, which is everything, which is their time, which is their love, which is their attention. Not treat people like they're cash cows, or that they're a money symbol. And two brand new, beautiful, perfect girls or twins. I don't know if they're male, female. I think she said they were both girls. Boom. Those kids are going to be jacked up for the rest of their life. Adoption is different, man. I haven't gone through the foster care, but I understand that that's even worse, probably. Because you get bounced around to all kinds of stuff. And that's even worse. And I told that woman today, I was like, I went through life not trusting anybody. I can only imagine what these little girls are going to think. And especially when these little girls find out that her mom sold them for $6,000. It's going to make those kids look at that mom like she's evil, and she's not. She was stuck between a rock and a hard place with no choices. And she didn't even understand the choices. She was in hysteria, and she just didn't know what to do. And then you got these government people coming in here trying to save you, and you have to sign your kids away. That's disgusting, man. It's effing disgusting. Someone needs to be in trouble. Someone should be in trouble, and the whole system itself should be in trouble. This is why I talk about, like, adoption has to be fixed. And we can fix it. But adoption starts in a failure already. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done from day one. Like, it's already a losing battle. The damages are already broken. You already physically cut ties. And you took apart a mom and a baby that are made together. They are one. They're tied together. And then you separate them. That's failing already. I know, I lived it. I never bonded to my mother like that. Completely. It was impossible. I can't. I couldn't have. She wasn't me and I wasn't her. So there was always a separation. And then when stuff comes on in your life, you can see that separation even more, where she had to give what she had to give to my brothers and sisters because they were hers. And I got less than because I wasn't hers. And subconsciously she did it. She didn't understand. She didn't know she was doing it. But it's instinct. And it's always going to be that way. That's why adoption is rough. That's why it's so difficult. Because subconsciously, that's not yours. You can say you love that thing completely, but it doesn't matter. There's always going to be a separation because it's not yours. It's not your genetics. You aren't tied to it. You didn't breathe. You didn't give it life. It didn't sit in your stomach for 9 months and grow. It's not you. You know what? And I think, based on everything, like, in my head, I'm such a truth sayer. Well, I understand that truth is, like, so crazy. It sucks and it hurts you so bad. Hurts you to the core. But if my mom came to me and says, you know what? I don't love you as much as I love your other brothers and sisters because I did have them, I would have been like, yeah, I get it. I freaking get it. Thank you for being honest. It hurts a little bit. But at least it's fucking honest. And we can start building from there. Like building from a level of honesty. And I think I go really extreme with stuff, but I've lived it. And I think it's the only way because we've tried all the other options. We try to pretend that, oh, you're the golden child or you're special. I don't know. Maybe it's good enough if you have a good family unit. Like, I went to school with someone who has a child, and I don't know, I haven't talked to her or them. But I think as long as they stay together, husband and wife, I think that would work. I think that would help because that would give them the best foot for that kid. And as long as they talk to that kid and they let that kid ask questions as much as they want, and they bring it up over and over again every single year, multiple times a year, say, if you want to talk, 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 if you want to talk. Do you want to talk? Do you want to talk? Maybe one day that kid will talk. You can hash some stuff out, and that kid will learn to trust you. And he'll be okay with that. And he'll feel comfortable questioning who he is. And he'll understand that he's not you, and that you guys are You do love him. And you're extra. You're extra. And that's fire. But don't pretend like it's different than it is. I love you differently than I love my other brothers and sisters. Because I carried them. I didn't carry you. I think there's just a way we can word it where we're honest with people. And because adoption's rough, man. And yeah, you are alone. Like, you are alone. And if no one's there, no one's talking to you, no one's questioning, letting you talk, you go through life not wanting to ask your parents about anything because you think you're backstabbing them if you do. You think I'm the bad guy if I question, or I'm not ungrateful, the adoption guilt. And then you have family members who like always subconsciously are like, oh, you're so great, you should be so grateful, Cody, you should be so grateful, you're so lucky, we've done everything for you, we accepted you into this family, da 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 da. I'm like, yeah, way to guilt somebody. I had no control over it, but it puts a lot of guilt on you and it fucks you up. And they don't know they're doing it. They didn't know they did it. So I'm saying, these things are big. Adoption is big. Death is big. Everything is big. Because it's the stuff that we don't see that's causing effect. The invisible is real. The invisible effects are so much bigger in this world than all this fake materialistic stuff. The invisible is real. Material is fake. The invisible shapes. Material, I don't know, it just exists. If even. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I battled the invisible and I won. I battled the invisible that was attacking me. All the ideas, all the invisible subconscious programming, all this crap. I had to give myself 100 and something days of me constantly talking to myself. Just to overcome it. And then now it's like, boom, I got to step into the power of, now I'm going to go fight the rest of the world's invisibleness. And I'm going to change all of it. I have to. I have no choice. And I'm going to have an army that's going to help me. I talked about my army a while ago. I talked about a lot of things. Grandiose statements. And for a reason. Because it's real. The invisible is real. I mean, you guys spend all this time. I had a customer yesterday, he was telling me about, what is it? What's the show? With 11 in it. I don't even know what it's called. I don't even care. But he was just telling me about all this stuff and this other dimensions and all this crap. I'm like, do you guys not look at my art? All my art has dimensions in it. 5D, 7D, 9D, 3D. All my stuff is before its time. All my stuff is on next level. All my stuff is real. It's all stuff that you guys don't understand and can't even see. But that's where this world is going. This world is big. It's not religion. It's not external sources. It's not all these gods that everyone's praying to. It's the beginning of time. It's not chasing after pleasures and escaping yourself. Everyone's just running from what they know. Everyone's running from themselves. Everyone's running from taking responsibility for their own actions. Everyone. It's hilarious to me. I watch people go through divorce and stuff like that, and I'm like, dude, I don't pick sides because both people did stuff wrong. And I don't have any say in it because I wasn't part of it. But it's just like, no one's really owning up to all of it. Some people may own up to some of it. Some people may own up to some of it. But it's just all about building resentment because they hid everything underneath the rug for so long until something comes up, boom, and everyone explodes. and they say stuff and they do stuff that they can't take back. And it's done. You know, people are done. You know, it's like me walking away from my family. I'm done with it. I don't have time for that. I can't correct something that was 35 years in the making. I just don't have time, and I don't really care. I truly don't care. I hope for the best. I'm here if you need me. I'm not going to see you every week. I don't have time for that. Everyone's got their own families, they got their own lives. This is my time. This is my life. This is my now. I played everybody else's game. I lost. Because I always let people win. I always let people win. Always. My whole life. Because it made them happy. Like literally. There's some stuff I could lose in, yeah. But if I wanted to win, I would have won in everything. There's nothing I can't win in. It takes time, dedication. But I always was less than. I always was okay with being less than. So other people could succeed and feel good about themselves. That's been my whole life. Like it's weird to say it, but I've always done that. I've always known who I was. I always knew who I was capable of. I just hit it and ran because I was afraid. I was afraid of being great. I was afraid of taking a stand. I was afraid of losing what little bit of love that I thought I had, which was zero. Because they showed me everything. We give you this. We accepted you into our family. We did this for you. If you run around the world saying what we did for you, then fuck that. It's not freely giving anything. I don't care what I do for people. I like helping them. In the discussion. In the discussion. I like to help them and then never fucking see them again. That's how I word it. And that's why I word it that way. Because I really don't want anything in return. Like literally. And I put these guidelines in place so I don't. So I don't look like my family who's like, we gave you this. And make me feel like shit if I question any of it. Now, I love my little brother, I love my sister, I love them. I love, you know, my big brother, I love them all. You know, but it's just like, they honestly, like, they never really made me feel, especially my little brother and my older sister never really made me feel like that guilt. I had guilt because I knew that their life would be better if I wouldn't have been there. Because my mom would have had one last mouth to feed. And so I lived that life. And that's a shitty way to look at life. When you're a little kid, like, where did that idea come from? Other than that was the cues that I was picking up. And I knew that if I wasn't there, their life would have been better and easier. And these are the types of things that little kids that have no one to talk to, that don't understand, that don't even ask if they need anything, go through. And they build lives and stories on this. Of the what ifs, if I wasn't there, my brother that I love would have had a better life. I mean, I'm just being honest and real. Like, this stuff is crazy. It's fun. I like talking about it. I get excited. But I think other people need to hear it, man, because it's real, man. These are the thoughts that a little child that has no idea what's going on in life, like, he's just trying to make it. A little brown kid walking in a white world. Trying to fit in. Trying to fit in. And as I get older and I get more comfortable in myself, I don't technically, I still see things in black and white, but I don't care. I still paint in black and white. I still do things with duality and opposites because other people need to see that. I talked to a woman today, and and she was Hispanic, and she was like, I was like, she asked if I was, was speaking Spanish. She spoke Spanish. She said, no, I don't speak Spanish. And then we started talking. I was like, look, I'm white. She goes, yeah. She goes, yeah, you're white. I said, yeah, I'm white. I was like, at least on the inside, I'm white. I was like, because my mom raised me white. I was raised by white people, so I talk white. I think white. I am technically white on the inside. And but I don't really think about it like that much. I only I don't really care because I connect to all human beings, and that's what I told her. It's like, honestly, I was like, you're speaking Spanish to me. You think I'm this. Black people think I'm this. Like, I connect to all people because I have different look. Like, I had people say that I was from like some kind of Cayman Islands before. Like, I connect to all people. Like, that's why, like, as I become confident in who I am, I understand the reason why I look the way I do is for the purpose of connecting to people. And that could be many different people. And I have different mind, I have different body that makes me look one way, I look another way, I talk one way, I think one way. Like, I'm just the master chameleon for a reason. So I can connect with everyone on a different level. So I can help. So I can connect. I look at a lot of things. I look at this starts a lot of things right now. As I go through life, I never truly connect with humans. There's always a detachment. Because I'm different. And this gets to the other point of that's why I only want one person with me. Because that will be the only person that I truly ever connect to. I already know this stuff. Like, I know who I am. I know why I say what I do, and I know why I do what I do. And it's not that I'm anything special, but for my purpose and what I'm doing in this world, I can't connect to every human being that I meet. Because I actually physically do connect with them on some really crazy deep levels that I can't, if I was to connect to them and hook up to them and just went around the world, I would be drained all the time, and I can't do it. Like, so I have to teach them when I'm with them. I have to just be vulnerable when I'm with them. I have to just let them be seen. I have to look into their soul and let them look into mine. And hopefully I can spark change. Hopefully I can inspire. And then when I walk away, I walk away. And in the future, it's going to be more like that than it is this. And I do connect with humans, but I don't connect with humans like a lot of other humans connect. And I look at my life, and I literally look for 35 years at how I connected with humans, and it's like there was always detachment, always, with every single human. I've never truly connected with anyone. I never truly plugged in. And it had to be that way. Because there was never anything that was me. So like in my head, it's like when you come out somebody's womb, like you're plugged in already. Like, and until you break that connection with like maybe death or something like that, like you're always connected to those human beings in a weird way. Because you're tied to them. I mean, they're you. You're a mini version of them. And so mine was cut. Boom. I never knew any of it. And that's a lot of adoptions like that. And, you never ever see them again. And it doesn't matter about seeing them, but it's just rough. It's something that you've never even felt before. And I don't want to feel it. I don't care about it. I don't need it. I don't need to know who my dad is. I don't need to know who my mom is. It doesn't matter. I had a mom who raised me, and it was what it was. But I know I'm still missing stuff that I can never get back. It will never be the same. That time is done. And I'm fine without it. Because I love myself now. I fill my own cup without all that. You know, and that's the whole point of a lot of this stuff, is we can help fix these kids from going through a bunch of damage if we can teach them to love themselves, and we can cater to them, and we can allow them to be who they want to be, and we can allow them to trust themselves, and we can allow them to learn how to love themselves at a young age and stop breaking them. Yeah, it's already hard enough. You already don't have a mom. You're already growing up in a white world. Like the Hispanic girls, now they're growing up in a white world. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're white or black or whatever. It's an opposite. It's an extreme difference. It's going against their makeup. It's going against their culture. It's going against their genetics. And they're always going to question it. And if those parents don't teach the kid or give the kids time to learn about their culture and stuff, they're always going to have an identity issue. Because they look one way, but they speak another. They look one way, but they think another way. They think and act and do one way, but the world looks at them another way. It's very confusing and it's very difficult. Because they're always going to be different. Always. And until those little kids understand that they're supposed to be different, and it's okay to be different, and be proud that you're different, it's always going to be a problem. Always be a problem. Yeah, that's where a lot of my worth issues was, man. And it was all kind of catered in judgment too, though. But it's difficult, like, because you don't ever stop and think about it. You know, when I'm out there working on jobs or whatever throughout my lifetime, and I'm the owner, I'm the boss man, and then customers will go up to the white kids that I have working, and then think that they're the owners. And it's like, but what do you, I don't get it. You know, I laughed about it. I always laughed about it. But it's like, little things subconsciously trick you, mess you up like that all the time, you know? And then it's like, I don't know, man. That and dating, or if I'm attracted to white girls. I talked to that woman today. I was like, look, I'm attracted to white girls. I always have been, because that's what I grew up with. You know, and then I had kind of a stigma, like I didn't want to date black girls because I wasn't black. And so, like, it has nothing to do with, it was just, I wasn't black, so I didn't want to physically be attracted to black girls, because I didn't want to be stereotyped as black, because I wasn't black, because I wanted to look like my freaking mom, who was white. And I had an identity issue, you know. And so, like, these things are real things that you grow up thinking they're completely wrong and false and ignorant and childish, but it doesn't matter because they're real, because that's what I thought. And it's embarrassing as hell to talk about. But other people need to hear this, because this stuff is real, and you need to help your kids go through this, especially if you adopt somebody. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's so much bigger than you just picking up a kid and then raising them. It's not like you're raising a regular white kid in a white family, or you're raising a regular black kid in a black family. It's like you have a whole other book that you forgot to pick up. And a book that's not even been written yet. The same thing with foster care. Like, those kids, even work, you know, they got to go through a lot. They get switched from family to family to family, and they're in really abusive situations, and they're neglected, and they're this, and they're that. Like, we got to fix this. We have to fix this so bad. Because everyone just get left behind. No child left behind. They're all left behind. Even in just regular families, these kids are getting left behind because they're getting neglected. You know, they're not good enough. You didn't hit a home run today. You got struck out. You didn't get an A. No, you can't paint. You can't play music. You got to go do your schoolwork so you can become a doctor. No, you can't dance. You got to go to this college because that's where I went. You can't be a kid. You can't use your imagination. These kids are the ones who are going to fix everything. If we can just leave them be. And just cater to them. Let them do what we didn't get to do, which was fucking live life. Have fun. Be creative. Do whatever we wanted to do within reason. Let them live in their imagination as long as possible. Love them. Show them love. Real love. Don't yell at them. Don't punish them for shitting their pants. For pissing the bed. For making a mistake. Your kids are going to make mistakes. That's how you learn. That's how I've learned my whole life, is by messing up. Boom. I messed up. Ego check. Pride check. Never let that happen again. Keep going. Learn my lesson. That's why I'm happy the way my life just came out. It's exactly what it was supposed to be. It was difficult and tough. It's the only way I could imagine my life to be. Difficult and tough. Because if it's any other way, then what's the point? What's the point? It made me who I am. It gave me an amazing set of skills. It gave me an amazing set of experiences. And now I can truly appreciate that I could go in my bedroom, I can pick a song, and I can have fun and paint. And I can just live life how I want to. And I can have fun by myself. Today was fun, dude. What did I even do? I don't even know, bro. What did I do? I went to Lowe's today to get materials for the job that I had to go do. And I was having fun in there. Like, it was weird. I was listening to my talk. Dude, I felt like a kid all day. Like, I've been skipping in the fucking yard today. Like, I was skipping, like, spinning circles in my room. I get so antsy when I'm painting, dude. I just get hyped. And I just have fun. And I'm in Lowe's trying not to dance, trying not to skip, trying not to just freaking enjoy life. I'm so happy. Yeah, I gotta go do a little bit of job or work. I don't even care. That doesn't even matter. Because I'm still existing in the meantime. I'm still happy about life. And I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen ever. I'm just along for the ride, and everything is a surprise. Me talking to this woman, she pulls up into the job I'm fixing to leave. A surprise. And then me and her connected. Me and her got to talk. She kind of was talking to me about a little bit more of her Hispanic stuff that I don't know a lot about. And it's like, dude, boom, like my heart grew 2 sizes today. It was like, now I know that these human beings, this group of people that are coming from, other parts, other countries that need help. And who cares what the TV says? We're all humans. And they're going through some shit, man. And we're sitting over here in our houses and air conditioner. I am too. And you get a 20-year-old woman that comes over here. It doesn't matter her circumstances. She has 2 kids. And then we're going to punish that. She's just trying to come live a better life. And I get it. I get it. But we have the resources to take care of everyone. That is the point. Number one, this money system is fake. This money system is bullshit. And you know it. Yeah, it sucks that you've done the things you could so you could have more then. You could have a fun life. You could have these things. But it doesn't fucking matter. There's still human life that needs help. I get it. I get you've worked hard your whole life and you deserve what you got. The government's still fucking you too. You know, when half your retirement is gone within the last year and a half since we got in office, you know, whatever. You guys do what you want to do. You know? Anyways, the two-party system is broken. It's a lie. It's fake. It's a video. It's a movie. It's an act. Just so you guys know. Because all the people in power, they all stick their dick in the same thing. They all got their hand in the same cookie jar. That's the problem. Some may be a little bit better than the other. But it's all a chess game that we're not even invited to. We are the chess pieces. We lose. They still have lobster meals and steak meals and islands where they do whatever they want to do on them. They don't abide by the rules. They make the rules. They don't abide by the rules. The system is going down. We are stepping up. And it's going to be difficult. It's going to be harsh. It's going to be a lot of changing. And justice will be served. And we will become one people. And there will be rules. And there will be regulations in place. And you're either on board or you can do whatever. But I mean, it's time, dude. I can't handle this. Especially young kids, teenagers, being destroyed. It's not going to work. Not having a chance. Continuing to suffer. Because humans don't care about anything other than chasing pleasure. Pleasure is fun. But it's about balance. It's about having rules and regulations so we don't just be animals all the time. Like, you can't be an animal all the time. You can't. That's why you're a human. That's why you have good and evil. Why you have light and dark. Balance, balance, balance. When you live in extreme, either one, it's negative. I don't know, man. It's gonna change. And, I'll do what it takes. I'll be the bad guy. And, in the end, you're gonna understand that I am the good guy. And I'm not a guy. I'm me. I'm Cody. I'm whatever I am. And I'm going to be who I need to be. I'm going to change what I need to change. I'm going to fix what it needs to be fixed. My army will be here. And this will be a real army that fights the invisible. Because the invisible has not been fought for thousands of years. And that's why we're at where we're at. Today was cool, man. Every day's fire. My art is fun. It's fun. And it's cool to be a kid. It's cool to be a kid. And every day I just grow stronger in that. I go stronger in the fact that, you know what, these kids are stronger than shit. These kids are the strongest things in the world. Because they're real. And they go through stuff in their authentic selves. And they do what they have to do. They morph their minds. They break their minds. They split their minds. They do what it takes to survive. They adapt in the moment. You know, you hear all these stories about these young kids. Their dads are beating their mom. And these little kids go and try to stop a grown-ass man. They have no fear. It's what it takes. And those kids start piling on clothes, piling on masks. By the time they become adults, you're 25 years old and you're broken so much, you're wearing so many masks, you don't know who you truly are. You can't stand in your power because you don't have it. You don't even see it anymore. You don't believe in yourself. You're just trying to fit in, trying to find love, trying to find someone's warm embrace. Because it's been so long since you felt it. And then you realize that no one else in this world can embrace you. Because they're doing the same thing. And no one knows how to embrace anybody. Because we're all just running around broken. No one knows how to communicate. No one knows how to be honest. Put it that way. We can communicate all day long. But if our communication is not honest, then what's the point? Everyone's just lying. And ultimately just lying to themselves. If you have to wear a coat to the club, would you wait in the line? This song is fire to me, bro. It's pretty big for me. Because it's understanding, like, for me, it's like, this song is like what love is supposed to be. Like, even if I was broke, even if I was a failure, even if I was these things, would you still love me? Even if I didn't have any materialistic things, would you still love me? And that's the type of love I've been looking for my whole life. That's an easy way, dude, it's such an easy way to X people out. Like, it's so hilarious. Everything I do is for a reason. Everything. I'm so many steps ahead of people, bro. Dude, it's crazy. I'm so many steps ahead of myself. I've done everything that I've done for a reason. Because I've tried to gauge people. And I set traps for people. Dude, I set so many traps for people, bro. It's not even funny. Because I'm trying to teach you a lesson. I'm trying to find out your character. The life is crazy, man. Dude, I said so many traps, bro. Dude, you know what's so fun? It's like, every day I keep talking about how much more confident I am in myself. And dude, I am. But it's like, I grew up in a... I grew up, like, so I remember, like, taking ACTs and all that crap. And I was like, you know what? Like, I would walk through life and I would see people I would see people and I'm like, dude, they're geniuses. Like, they're so smart. But every day I give myself time and my train of thought, I didn't think like they did. I never thought like the people around me. I've never thought like them. Ever. I don't even know how I think. It's just, it's different. It's different. Like, I just never could, I could never understand other people's thinking. Like, it just never made sense to me. I knew that they were smart. Like, I got a buddy who's pretty smart. He's super analytical. And, but it's like, I was like, you're smart in these things, but I was like, you don't think like I think. Like, I think about big picture stuff, like, on a huge scale and the totality of things with multiple perspectives at a time. Like, so instead of me trying to solve a problem, I'm solving a problem based on everybody's perspective. A full 360 around every single problem. Like, where I'm just not linear. So, like, it's super confusing to me because I don't have time to even explain the totality of anything. Because it's like, there's always 100 perspectives. You know, there's always 72 different languages. There's always all these different things. It always depends on this, and this. Depends on how this goes. And so, when I think about things, like, I don't even understand. Because it's like, either I'm freaking, my brain is just different than everybody else's, or I don't know what it is. But I'm confident in it now, and I love it. I love the way I think. I love that if you was to give me a problem, like, I solved that problem in in a matter of seconds, but I've looked at tons of perspectives on the problem. Again, it makes sense. And so then what's crazy is I have to answer the question based on who's asking me the question. So, because there's a certain answer that needs to be said for that person, where if Joe Blow down the road or Cindy Lou Who down the road asked me the question, the answer should be different. Because it's all based on their perception and what they need the answer to be. And it's not me people pleasing. It just means that they have a different life experience. They have a different life experience. They have a different life experience. And so depending on the group of people and all the variables in the question, even though it could be the same question, it also depends on what side they're on, depends the answer of the question. It's very confusing. But that's kind of why I look at wars the way I look at wars. Like, you know, you're good depending on what side you're on. If you grew up in that land, you're good. You're the good guys. If you grew up on the other opposite side, then you're the good guys. And so it all just depends based on the variables. And like, even though I think war is retarded and stupid, it's only over materialistic stuff and resources and power. And there's no need for war. I think, yeah, I mean, it's really not. But there has to be war. There's going to have to be death. For a little while longer, I guess. And there always has to be a punishment, I think. There's always going to have to be justice. But there may not be. Because whatever I implement and create at some point, I'll just have to... There's going to be some harsh penalties, and after a few people become examples, there's not going to be any more people that are going to want to do those things. And it sucks that it has to be that way, but I think a lot of it will be, once people understand what's going on, I think there's not going to be an issue of common people stepping out. But I think people that were in power, and then they lose everything, and they become less than what they used to be, and because we're going to become a level group of people, we're all going to be equal because we are equal. There's still going to be kings and queens, but the kings and queens that are going to be in power are different than what we have now as far as leadership and hierarchy. Because the people that are being brought up are people that are going to be balanced, and they understand and control the animal side, and they understand this, and they've battled pride and ego, and they've gone through the battles, and they've leveled up, and they've become the best version of themselves. And in doing so, then they're capable of stepping into other people's perspectives and understanding human beings altogether, where we can help human beings in the best way possible. And because we were and are human beings, and we've lived a life, and we understand the struggles, and so we can do the best because we've lived it. You know, like the meek inherit the earth. That's kind of the process. Is you had to be destroyed and live a rough life in order so you could grow, and so you could become your best self, so you could lead because you understand, and you could have empathy for everyone, and you could figure out how to do it the best way, the right way, the clean way, the justice way. And I don't know, man. It's gonna be cool in the future, and it's just so funny. It's just so funny. life is funny. Because I don't really know how it's going to work yet. And I think a lot of it's going to be almost people kind of make it so appealing that the majority of the people will kind of latch onto it. I hate to say sheep, but sheep will kind of latch onto it and want to be happy and want to quit being sheep. And they're still going to be whatever, but they want to be happy. They want to learn to love themselves. They want to grow. They don't want to be sorrow. They don't want to be controlled by their past anymore. And they're going to have to step out and come to us, and we can help. And we can build communities and where we could help people that come across this, and that woman that has 2 twins growing in her stomach, and help them so they can freaking stay with her mom. That stuff is rough, man. And then we can help her. We can help her get a job. We can help feed her and house her, and then whatever. Like, that's a lot of what we're gonna do, is like just build communities together, and we can be self-sufficient without any hierarchy, really. Have a rotating hierarchy within the communities, and it's not even a hierarchy. It's just we all agree upon things, and we'll have a king and queen that ultimately is just a spokesperson, and maybe the speaking house of those communities. But within reason, we make decisions. Based as a community, but we also have a different. We've gone through things differently, and our position is our position because the things that we've gone through. So it's a little bit different. It's not gifted anything, it's earned. But I don't know, man, life is fire. I can't wait. I'm gonna look at this moon, bro. It's almost over this barn here. This talk got out of control real quick, and but there's a big issue with adoption, man. There's a big issue with just families in general that needs to be fixed. You think about, I had another customer, he was kind of talking about Section 8 housing, and he was just kind of talking, dude, it's just, the government has implemented stuff that has caused us to rely on them too much. And that sounds hypocritical, saying that I want to give people free food, board, and water. Shelter, water, and food. But there's a lot of stuff that comes with that. Like, they have to work, they have to do these things. And, maybe we do kind of have to limit how many kids we have and stuff like that. I don't know. That all has to be dealt with and talked about, because, like, we can't have a system. The government created the welfare system, and they locked up males, blacks, in the prison system for drug charges where they brought over the drugs. And we have stuff. We have papers, CIA papers, and all this stuff proving that they've created these things. Where they're shipping crack into the Section 8 housing and projects and all this stuff. Like, the government's crooked as crap, and they need to be destroyed. And they need to be checked, at least. And like, all these black ops stuff, like, man, it's crooked, man. It's all about money. And power. And then creating a society, a slave society, which we're in. We can't do anything without money. You can't even survive without money. You can't eat without money. We can't drink water without money. Like, it's all a trap to keep us slaves. And we think we're free, but we're not. I'm free. But, I just don't care anymore. But, I don't know, it's a lot. This whole world's just broken. And, it's just broken. I'm gonna be a busy dude. I'll be very busy. But it is what it is, man. You gotta, my path ain't gonna be, it's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. And there's a lot, man. I wanna, yeah, man, so much. I went to school for criminal justice, so you kind of like sit through psychology classes and like you read all this stuff and you're like, dude, none of this stuff makes sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And then when you see it in the real world, like abuse, like women abuse, and like kind of how they get brainwashed in the stain, and they think they can't get out, and they think that the other partner loves them, and they can't see a life without them, and it's like until you see that stuff happen in real life, like you don't even believe it's real, because you look at it and you're like, well, how do these women, like, how do they not understand, like, when their husband blacks their eye? Like, how do they not get it when their husband's abusive, or if their husband's calling them names, and it's like, how do you not understand? Like, how do you not want to get away? But then when you see it in real life and you start to understand, I obviously just step into other people's perspectives when I see it, right? When I see a human, I can step into the perspective. And that's kind of when I started to understand a lot of this stuff. The brainwashing stuff is real. Or, well, you don't think you have an option, and you think that person does love you because they're giving you attention. And are they providing you with materialistic stuff, and you don't think you could do it on your own without them? And or you would have to sacrifice materialistic stuff, to get away. So then you just justify, well, he only beats me every once in a while. He only talks bad to me if I don't do what he asked. As long as I do what he asked, and everything's good, and I can still, have this big house, and I can still be okay and have all my needs met, technically, materialistically. And it's super confusing because it's like, I get what everyone justifies everything, and where it's super scary to step out, and but it's ultimately just because you don't have trust in yourself and you don't think you're capable of it, because they brainwash you, and when they brainwash you, it destroys your self-worth. And then that's part of like the narcissist stuff. It's like that's how they get you. Is they put you down with manipulation skills and stuff that I do when I whip in statements and stuff that's going to break you later. I do it to break you, to make you think about something that I said so you can grow from it, where you have to face it. And when I do it, it's not like technically mean. I'm not putting you down. I'm just bringing something to the light. I'm illuminating it for you and making you have to face it. And then that's a lot of the time, that's why I walk away from human beings, is because I can't continue to stay in there. I've done what I had to do, and then I have to separate myself. I have to leave I have to whip in those little statements. I have to whip in those phrases. I have to whip in all this stuff and then walk away. And because I can't be there. I can't stay, because if I stay, then it causes it to be something else, where I'm not manipulating you and controlling you, and I don't want anything from you other than for you to become the best version of yourself. I want you to grow, but I want you to do it on your own. You have to do it on your own. It's the only way. So I can't be there. And if you grow and you don't grow, that's on you. It's not on me. If you choose to go the right path or go the wrong path, it's not on me. It's on you. So you can blame me or not blame me. You can like me. You can hate me. I don't care. Either way, at the end of the day, I don't care. I really don't care. So I've done everything in my power to help. And that's why a lot of the things that I do sometimes seem very bad. Me walking away from someone, me not calling, I'll answer your call. You call me, I'll answer. I'll text you, whatever. But it's like I have to walk. I just don't have time for everyone. I can't do everything for everybody. I can't do that anymore. It's pointless. I can teach you how to fish, but I ain't going fishing with you every day. What's the point? I can't do it. But that's a lot of what I do, man. And that moon is bright, bruh. The moon is bright. Cody's gonna be dancing till 12:30 tonight. I don't know, man. Today was fun. My art is fire. It's really weird picture because man, I didn't even know what it was going to be. Today I really didn't know what it was going to be, man. I didn't. And then when I picked this song, like, I just liked it. And it kind of just made me question, like, that's why I say I do everything in a specific way, because this song is just important to me. And I literally just heard it today. I think I've heard it before, but it's just a big, it's crazy. And it's kind of crazy. Let's put it this way. I can't even talk about that. But whatever, man. I don't know. It's for a specific reason, and people could deduct what it means, I guess. But whatever, dude. Today was cool. You know, when you start becoming aware, like, I understood that I had to be at that job today. I had to be there so I could meet this woman today for a certain set of information that I needed. And it's like when you start understanding that everything happens exactly the way it's supposed to, otherwise it wouldn't. Like, and that's where you get this giddy life, man. You get this giddy life that I got home in a certain amount of time. My talk stopped at a certain amount of time, which gave me a certain amount of time to listen to music before I went to my room. And then when I could get to my room, I could pick a certain set of songs that I picked in that little bit of time that was allotted for me to listen to music from the time that my talk shut off. And then this, and then me going there, and then with this amount of time, and then me getting in my truck and talking, starting my talk at a certain amount of time, and then my talk ending at a certain time. Like, everything is exactly the way it's supposed to. And until you start giving yourself time, and you really slow down, and you really start to be becoming aware of everything that's happening, the time the sun comes up, the sun goes down, the clouds in the sky, like everything, and you start to understand that this world is made for you. It's revolving around you. You're seeing it all through your eyes, your perspective. And you're choosing how you react. And not even react. Now you're choosing to respond. You're not reacting to nothing. You're allowing everything to happen to you or for you. And then you're responding. And I'm choosing to be giddy. I'm choosing to be a child. I'm choosing to be a kid. I'm choosing to be filled with wonder and amazement and excitement with every process that's going on around me. And I'm choosing this because I look back and I've done enough research and I've given myself enough time. And I've looked at my life and understood that I chose the way I reacted, because I used to react to the world coming to me or for me. I'm the one who chose to be pissed off all the time. I was the one who chose to think that I was a victim. I was the one who chose that I had all these injustices around me. I was the one who chose to accept this adoption guilt. I was the one who chose this. Chose to not stand up for myself. Chose to help people because I was just trying to get love. Trying to find attention. I chose this. I chose everything in my life. The way I reacted to everything that happened. Sometimes stuff does happen to you inside of your control. Other people infringing your free will. I get it. But the majority of it is you choosing how you respond. And then, like I said, when I took my power back and I said, you know what, screw this. I'm going to choose how I feel now. And I'm going to live and focus in the now. It takes a lot of, you got to overcome all that crap. It takes a lot of work. But, so now I can choose to do whatever I want. I can choose to skip through Lowe's and don't give a fuck what anybody says. I can choose to come out here and dance like an Indian all night. I can choose to drive my foot out the window. piece every single car that goes by, and I piece them before they come up. So they see it on the way up. I give them a peace sign. Some of them piece back and smile real big. What up? And I can see a smile on their face. And that changes everything. They could have been sad. They could have been crying. It doesn't matter. Boom. Peace. And I see them with the smile go by. I see them look at me with my foot out the window and they smile. All I know is they're smiling now. Their life is just a little bit better in the moment than it was before because now it's at max. It's smiling. And it can only be that way because I'm truly, authentically happy. Foot out the window, peace in the world, enjoying life. Loving every minute of it. Good, the bad, the tears, whatever. It all works out in the end. And it's fun. Dude, it's so fun. Tomorrow's gonna be cool, man. I know I gotta cut some grass tomorrow. I know I gotta bounce around, do this, do that. It's just life, man. It all work out in the end. And whatever, I'm gonna get out here, hang out with this moon. And dude, it's so bright. It's so bright. This song is fire. And this song means a lot to me because it kind of reminds me of like, I felt like I was less than. And I felt like I had nothing to give. And my materialistic stuff right now is a little less than. And so like this song to me is like, will I get that love? Will someone love me based on the fact that based on the world standards I may have less than? I am that Cinderella. And I gave someone an option. And then the test was that. The test was that. And they failed. The test is always that. Do you live life by what you see? Or do you live life and understand the invisible, which is real? Because I may not have the materialistic stuff, but I'm worth so much more. Because I'm real. I'm real. I'm infinite. I am max potential. There's nothing that's going to stop me. I posted something a while ago. It's like, I'll see you guys at the top. I've said a lot of grandiose statements. And I've said them for a reason. I want people to think I'm crazy. I want people to think I'm going to fail. Everything I do is not for me. Everything I do is to break you. Everything I do is for your ego battle. Everything I do is for you to grow. And when I'm on top, when I'm on every TV, when I'm changing the world like I said I was gonna, and you're in your home by yourself, and your pride and ego is broke, and you have no choice but to grow or to continue to live in the hell that you're at, I know I've done my job. I'm a monster. I love y'all. Peace.
Cause I couldn't handle the lights. If it was all over today, can you tell me would we survive without the 5 stars, 4 seasons, with 3 words to have a meaning? You say yes, but do you mean it? Yeah, if what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up on parades, cause the people of my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are important, but you still feel the same when I'm just not that important. would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around and forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? They say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around and forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If you had to wear a coat to the club, cause you know we'd have to wait in the line. If I couldn't get you straight to the front, would you wanna be seen by my side? If I had to work just a little hard, if I wasn't so quick to provide, would you be down for the count, or would you be up for the ride? If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up bumpers, cause the people know my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around and forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If we had to move away from LA, cause I couldn't handle the lights. If it was all over today, can you tell me would we survive? Without the 5 stars, 4 seasons, with 3 words to have a meaning. You say yes, but do you mean it? Yeah, if what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up bumpers, cause the people know my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around and forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? They say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around and forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If you had to wear a coat to the club, cause you know we'd have to wait in the line. If I couldn't get you straight to the front, would you wanna be seen by my side? If I had to work just a little hard, if I wasn't so quick to provide, would you be down for the count, or would you be up for the ride? If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up bumpers, cause the people know my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around and forget my name? tell me would we survive without the 5 stars, 4 seasons, with 3 words to have a meaning? You say yes, but do you mean it? Yeah, if what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up bumpers, 'cause the people love my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around and forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? They say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around and forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If you had to wear a coat to the club, 'cause you know we'd have to wait in the line. If I couldn't get you straight to the front, would you wanna be seen by my side? If I had to work just a little hard, if I wasn't so quick to provide, would you be down for the count, or would you be up for the ride? If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up bumpers, 'cause the people love my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around and forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If we had to move away from LA, 'cause I couldn't handle the lights. If it was all over today, can you tell me would we survive without the 5 stars, 4 seasons, with 3 words to have a meaning? You say yes, but do you mean it? Yeah, if what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up bumpers, 'cause the people love my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around and forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? They say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around and forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If you had to wear a coat to the club, 'cause you know we'd have to wait in the line. If I couldn't get you straight to the front, would you wanna be seen by my side? If I had to work just a little hard, if I wasn't so quick to provide, would you be down for the count, or would you be up for the ride? If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up bumpers, 'cause would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around or forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If we had to move away from LA, cause I couldn't handle the lights. If it was all over today, can you tell me would we survive? Without the 5 stars, 4 seasons, with 3 words to have a meaning. You say yes, but do you mean it? Yeah, if what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up on parades, cause the people love my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around or forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around and forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If you had to wear a coat to the club, cause you know we'd have to wait in the line. If I couldn't get you straight to the front, would you wanna be seen by my side? If I had to work just a little hard, if I wasn't so quick to provide, would you be down for the count, or would you be up for the ride? If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up on parades, cause the people love my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around or forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If we had to move away from LA, cause I couldn't handle the lights. If it was all over today, can you tell me would we survive? Without the 5 stars, 4 seasons, with 3 words to have a meaning. You say yes, but do you mean it? Yeah, if what If you had to wear a coat to the club, cause you know we'd have to wait in the line. If I couldn't get you straight to the front, would you wanna be seen by my side? If I had to work just a little hard, if I wasn't so quick to provide, would you be down for the count, or would you be up for the ride? If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up bumpers, cause the people know my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around or forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If we had to move away from LA, cause I couldn't handle the lights. If it was all over today, can you tell me would we survive without the 5 stars, 4 seasons, with 3 words to have a meaning? You say yes, but do you mean it? Yeah. If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up bumpers, cause the people know my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around or forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around and forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If you had to wear a coat to the club, cause you know we'd have to wait in the line. If I couldn't get you straight to the front, would you wanna be seen by my side? If I had to work just a little hard, if I wasn't so quick to provide, would you be down for the count, or would you be up for the ride? If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up bumpers, cause the people know my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around or forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If we had to move away from LA, cause I couldn't handle the lights. If it was all over today, can you tell me would we survive without the 5 stars, 4 seasons, with 3 words to have a meaning? You say yes, but do you mean it? Yeah. If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up bumpers, cause the people know my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around or forget my name? If you had to wear a coat to the club, cause you know we'd have to wait in the line. If I couldn't get you straight to the front, would you wanna be seen by my side? If I had to work just a little hard, if I wasn't so quick to provide, would you be down for the count, or would you be up for the ride? If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up bumpers, cause the people know my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around or forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If we had to move away from LA, cause I couldn't handle the lights. If it was all over today, can you tell me would we survive without the 5 stars, 4 seasons, with 3 words to have a meaning? You say yes, but do you mean it? Yeah. If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up bumpers, cause the people know my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around or forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around and forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If you had to wear a coat to the club, cause you know we'd have to wait in the line. If I couldn't get you straight to the front, would you wanna be seen by my side? If I had to work just a little hard, if I wasn't so quick to provide, would you be down for the count, or would you be up for the ride? If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up bumpers, cause the people know my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around or forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If we had to move away from LA, cause I couldn't handle the lights. If it was all over today, can you tell me would we survive without the 5 stars, 4 seasons, with 3 words to have a meaning? You say yes, but do you mean it? Yeah. If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up bumpers, cause the people know my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around or forget my name? If you had to wear a coat to the club, cause you know we'd have to wait in the line. If I couldn't get you straight to the front, would you wanna be seen by my side? If I had to work just a little hard, if I wasn't so quick to provide, would you be down for the count, or would you be up for the ride? If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up on parades, cause the people love my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around or forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If we had to move away from LA, cause I couldn't handle the lights. If it was all over today, can you tell me would we survive without the 5 stars, 4 seasons, with 3 words to have a meaning? You say yes, but do you mean it? Yeah. If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up on parades, cause the people love my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around or forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around and forget my name? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay, yeah? If you had to wear a coat to the club, cause you know we'd have to wait in the line. If I couldn't get you straight to the front, would you wanna be seen by my side? If I had to work just a little hard, if I wasn't so quick to provide, would you be down for the count, or would you be up for the ride? If what we did in public wasn't all recorded, then put up on parades, cause the people love my story. If we don't hide our face under shades that are imported, would you still feel the same when I'm just not that important? If they say I'm washed up, would you still be in love? If I'm on the way down, would you stick around when I'm off the wave? If they say I'm washed up, would this still be enough? If I'm back underground, would you stick around or forget my name?